Hi guys, I hope you're good since last video. Very short intro. The model name in Japanese means hurt, and it is a TTS, text-to-speech model. I will use in the workflow Gemini Google AI Studio. This is probably one of the most interesting video if you are interested in what could be the future workflows of IT workforce. AI plus human for some rapid SDLC, software development lifecycle. In the first part, we'll go through the challenge of having it set up locally, and you will discover the workflow I used to have an app running quickly. In the second part, we will test the model. Is it as good as people or the Hugging Face benchmark says it is? I use it only because it means hurt in Japanese. Please like and subscribe and don't miss a piece. Open your terminal and let's get started. The repository. I believe this one, Kokoro-82M, is the original one, but that's not the one I was looking after. I was looking after this one here from Hugging Face, Kokoro-82M parameter. You need to clone the repository, so the prerequisites it's Git. We need to have a Git LFS installed. So you will see during the workflow what I've done and the different errors that I encountered and how I fixed those errors, because you might get the same errors. So you see those LFS files. That's why we need to install that. There is a bit of those files on code snippet here that you can run in a Jupyter Notebook or Google Colabs. But we are going to adapt this code and create an application. Let's go to the Gemini Google AI Studio. So I'm going to interact with it to show you what could be the future workflow. We can use audio or text. I'm going to use text. So I'll be the only one talking, but it will be answering by just writing text because I want some code generated. Hi there, can you hear me? Right. So now what I want you to do from that script that I showed you is to make a Flask application, and I need to have the Flask application root, taking some text from an input form, and after returning the voice. And there will be also a drop down to choose which voice we want to use. Yes, if you want, I can show you here. You can see the Hugging Face repository. Those are the voices here. So you can see the folder structure. Those are the names of all the voices available. And here we have the root directory. Okay? So as you can see here, it's just repeating what speaker says. Okay, now can you show me the script, please? So I'm asking for the script. So didn't get the script, so asking to use writing. So I'm gonna start writing actually to get that script output. So it's a kind of hallucination. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Can you write the Flask script that I've asked you? So you see, it's just repeating what I'm saying. It's not going to output it. That was a little issue, but I could fix it just by asking for the script. So it has the whole memory of the conversation. After I'm asking for more styling, I create the virtual environment now. Now we are into the terminal. I created a template folder. I created a folder also for I call it Kokoro-82M project. I use Python 3.12 mvenv. Just let me do it right with the name of the environment. So create an environment is very important. You have everything encapsulated in that environment. You don't get dependencies issues or less than just using your server. We're going to activate it. After, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. AI Boilerplate, quick overview. That's the code that I've adapted with Gemini. So Gemini didn't give us the full code, just gave us the code adapted. I'm using only CPU. So CUDA, I'm going to get rid of it after. After here, voices, you just take the first voice in the list, which is the AF PT. So the model, the voice, this is part of the files available when we download the repository. After here, I just add a selector for those voices. So there will be an HTML file, which is an index HTML. We check the path if it exists. And here is the torch, which is going to be loading the model with the voice. I'm doing this conversion. So this is roughly how the code looks like, but it is not the code actually, because there's a lot more to add. So I needed also to add later on some different parts that I'm going to be showing, but just fast forwarding it. So we need the file to be downloaded, and we need that file to be read, because we want to hear the voice. We just don't want only to convert it. So we need to create that part of the application which is not here. This is just limited to the minimum. Okay. So the path is just a slash, the initial path. And here I'm going to be installing epic ispeak -ng. So this is part of the packages, the libraries that you need to install. It's a sudo apt, so it's not in the environment variable, in the environment, the Python. So you update after, because you have installed in the server, and after we're going to clone the repository. Here I'm just going to clone it and copy all the file in the folder that I've created before, as the folder already exists. Okay, so you git clone it, install Phenomizer and all of the other dependencies. You need to pause the video at this time and just see what I've installed. The fast forwarded part is just me fixing the app. You install Flask. It depends if you want to use Django, if you want to use Fast API. You use whatever framework that you feel that you're working better with. This is Flask, it's very quick, it's like Fast API, so you can use that. After that, we try to launch the application. Try run server, fixing bugs until it works. So let's fast forward this. Trying to fix the code, but along the way you will see solution get rid of torch. So the torch version is not the right one because I want to use only CPU. So you get rid of it with the first command. You can pause to see how I have downloaded the right PyTorch. Is the nightly PyTorch /CPU. so it's using only CPU. Didn't work. I've not installed the LFS, large file system of Git. So you've seen me downloading the files. It won't work because I didn't install it. So sudo apt install git -lfs. So you need to have this installed in your server. And after that, you can run the installation and clone the repository. So we go git lfs install. And it's only after that that you will be able to download those LFS files from the repository. So I just got rid of it. I have downloaded it now again, clone, git clone. And I'm just going to copy all those files again into the folder. So don't make this mistake. Do all the installations before starting downloading any files. We try to run it. Is it better? Yes. So now it runs. So issue is with the Torch version that you might have. You need to adapt it to your compute. If you have NVIDIA, you can use the normal Torch. If you don't have NVIDIA, you need to use the nightly one, because there are some options here that are already incorporated in the nightly, which are not in the stable version of Torch CPU. So I'm going to code now until it works. The web UI looks nice. That's what I got from Gemini with the styling. So I have prompted it to give me a nice styling. I like it. It's green. I like also the... Okay, so now just give permission in the browser to be able to hear it. And you will see that you might get this issue also, that you will enter some text and you won't hear anything. Why? Because you need to give the permission. Web UI won't work, can't hear anything. Let's debug, and after you need to install sound file on SciPy. SciPy, I have installed it, but I installed it again. FFmpeg. Page. I'm installing it just to check that I can, that's the file downloaded. I mean, I've created a WAV file that it works. And after you need to install also pip install sound file. So I'm just fixing the errors. I'm adding all the names. Please like and subscribe during the break. So after that, I have all the voices now. But you will see it's going to go incrementally in this test. The web UI is going to evolve also. Only 3 voices. That's the backend.
Hello Shibuya, ready to go the manga Kissa level 5.
Nice voice. Now I got more voices.
Why are they Mario Karts passing through the Shibuya crossing?
Yeah, this voice is scary. Don't use that one. Let's copy this. And now play this one with Adam.
I don't know how to get up there to the Starbucks coffee place and contemplate people crossing and never bumping into each other. With log of confidence.
I think he says log of confidence, not lot of confidence. It's a bit mixed up, all those tests.
THW cold, weather is perfect when it is dry cold, like in this winter, 2024/2025.
Okay, for the date is not good, and I did a typo, so it says a THW instead of the. Let's try sky. This is the final web UI. Should be like that.
Hi, I am Sky, and this is my first day in Tokyo. I am heading to Shibuya.
Good, you see, there's plenty of different voices. Here I'm just gonna write a sentence, funny sentence about Zoro and the Sergeant Garcia. I don't know if you know about that. And let's use, just for you to hear different voices. Michael.
Zoro is again winning against Sergeant Garcia, who have such a large stomach.
I like this voice. This is good for book reading. Let's fast forward this. This one here. Input. You're gonna hear it. No need to read. Let's ask George.
But no one can catch Speedy Gonzales, not because he is running fast, but because he is very smart and funny.
Okay. I'm just gonna write a French sentence and see if it works. But I don't believe so.
ESDC Quetu, Pew Parlor, and Furenzugo.
No, it doesn't work. It's always just for English. This is important to know. So it doesn't work. Maybe with Chinese.
Sorry, I don't speak French.
Okay. Let's go on Hugging Face now to see the other version, the one that you can also access to. This one is interesting because there are more voices with different accents. So here we can maybe choose a random voice. Let's choose. Let's see Michael here, how it is.
I am waiting with a pen and paper next to JR station in Shibuya, but this time I won. Go to the manga kissa.
Okay, it's nice. So maybe if you have GPU, the voice sounds better. Just gonna change my typo here. British accent.
I am waiting with a pen and paper next to JR station in Shibuya, but this time I will not go to the manga kisser.
This is good. So it's good for English. Let's try French accent.
I am waiting with a pen and paper next to JR station in Shibuya, but this time I will not go to the manga kisser.
It's so-so. Japanese accent.
Waiting with a pen and paper next to station Shibuya Buttistime. Will not to Teizanzaisa.
No, it's not even English. So the Japanese one is not, the accent is not that good. But it's close. Some intonations we can get that accent a little bit, but we can't understand anything. So just gonna write no, I can't speak English very well. In Japanese, I just want to hear it.
One spare can very well but liketo to England.
No, Okay. Just playing around with it a bit. Let's hear in
No,
French.
no, no. He can't speak English very well, but he like to go to Anglais.
Okay, it's a little bit better. In Chinese accent.
做貨咗，人 speak English very well but 理解到我都很難。
No, I don't know. For me, this sounds Chinese, not even English. So, yeah, I would say not that good for those accents. I'm just gonna use maybe a British voice for this one. American. Bella.
Not that good. Sorry.
We have seen that not all voices with accents, for example, are available when downloading a repository. We have seen also that we need to install the right Python Torch version, otherwise it won't work. So depending on your computer setup, this needs to be done accordingly. We have seen that we need to have Git LFS installed, so don't forget it. Otherwise, we won't download all necessary files. So the binary files are treated differently by Git and not tracked the same way as the normal text files. So for the test, I would say I'm satisfied with the local version that I had, and this can provide you some ideas in how you would plug in LM Studio to it, or Ollama or any LLM API. The Hugging Face version is good because you can put text and download the files, so use it now. But the accents are not that good yet. I know French and Japanese accents, and it wasn't that good at all. And where is Spanish? Why there is no Spanish or Arabic? Still, let's wrap it up. Hope that you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.